Introduction. Why now? Close your eyes for a second. Imagine you're standing atop a skyscraper in New York, or perhaps in sunny San Francisco, where the air is charged with the scent of coffee and ambition. Below you, a bustling city, a vast country stretching from ocean to ocean. This isn't just a landscape, it's the most fertile ground on the planet for ideas to blossom into empires. This is America, a place where your idea can truly become the next big story. Why now? Because the world as we know it is constantly changing. And every such change isn't a problem. It's an open door to new solutions. Think about how our lives have been transformed over the past few decades. A few decades ago, the idea that you could order a car from your phone for a stranger to drive you anywhere would have seemed preposterous. Today, Uber is a global empire that has revolutionized transportation worldwide. Even crazier was the idea that people would rent out their homes to strangers, yet Airbnb transformed this into a multi-billion-dollar business, breathing new life into tourism and hospitality. This isn't magic. This is entrepreneurship in its purest form, born and flourishing on American soil where risks are rewarded and boldness is encouraged. It's not a privilege reserved for the chosen few. It's an opportunity awaiting anyone with a burning idea and a readiness to act. The allure of the U.S. startup world, unique opportunities and challenges. America's startup world isn't just a collection of companies, it's an ecosystem, a living, breathing organism fueled by innovation and ambition. Here, people aren't afraid to try. Here, failures aren't stigmatized, but rather seen as stepping stones to the next success. Remember the story of Steve Jobs, who was ousted from Apple, the company he himself created. For most, that would have been the end. For him, it was a reboot, an opportunity to create Next and Pixar, and then to triumphantly return to save Apple from bankruptcy and transform it into the world's most valuable giant. This story perfectly embodies the American spirit. Even when all seems lost, there's always a chance to start anew. The opportunities here are truly boundless. Imagine access to capital, from seed-stage angel investors ready to put small sums into early ideas, to venture funds with billions of dollars seeking the next big thing. Nowhere else in the world is there such a developed and innovation-hungry investment environment as in the USA. If you have a compelling idea, you'll find those willing to finance it. Talent. America attracts the best of the best from around the globe. Here, you'll find engineers, marketers, designers, financiers, top-tier specialists ready to join your mission and build something great. Silicon Valley, Boston, New York, Austin, these aren't just cities. They are magnets for intellect and creativity. Market. 330 million people. Diverse, solvent, open to new things. This is a massive testing ground and a huge consumer pool for any product or service. If you can conquer this market, the whole world will open up to you. Infrastructure, a developed legal system, business accelerators, incubators, mentors, events, all this creates ideal conditions for growth and development. You won't be going it alone. Of course, there are challenges too. Competition here is fierce. To break through, you must be not just good, but exceptional. But it's precisely this competition that makes the American ecosystem so powerful. It weeds out the weak and forces the strong to become even stronger. Success stories and lessons from American startup failures. We all know about Google, from two guys in a garage to a company that organizes all the world's information. Or Facebook, which started in a dorm room and connected billions of people. These stories are inspiring, and it seems the path to billions is simple. But behind every such story are years of hard work, thousands of mistakes, and hundreds of no's. Apple's early stages were filled not only with brilliant ideas, but also with internal conflicts, financial difficulties, and the constant risk of bankruptcy. They survived thanks to an unyielding belief in their vision and a willingness to reinvent themselves repeatedly. Uber and Airbnb faced unprecedented resistance from regulators and traditional industries. Their path to success illustrates how entire industries can be disrupted if you're willing to champion your idea and find unconventional solutions. You will face obstacles, and perhaps your most brilliant ideas will initially be met with skepticism. But remember, when Henry Ford said he wanted to mass-produce cars, people asked why they needed them if they had horses. He didn't listen. And don't be afraid of failures. Netflix almost sold itself to Blockbuster for pennies and then itself destroyed Blockbuster. Starbucks started as a coffee shop selling only beans, not prepared coffee. The path of every giant is strewn with stumbles and falls. In America, they say, fail fast, learn even faster. This isn't just a slogan. It's a mantra that allows entrepreneurs to get up after every blow and move forward, becoming wiser and stronger. Your first idea might not be the one, neither might your second, but each of them is valuable experience. Your role as a founder: mindset, persistence, adaptability. You are not just a person with an idea. You are an architect of the future, someone who dared to see what others haven't yet seen. And on this journey, you'll need not just a business plan, but a certain mindset. Mindset. Forget about ready-made solutions. Your task is to see problems as opportunities and limitations as creative challenges. Learn to ask the right questions. For example, how can I make this process not 10% more efficient, but 10 times? Or what does my customer need that they don't even realize themselves? And be prepared for ideas to strike you at the most inconvenient moments. Once, a friend of mine, a startup founder, came up with a solution to a critical problem in the shower. He rushed out, forgetting his towel to write down the thought, only to realize later that his office neighbors, who had come for coffee, saw him in a rather natural state. Well, what can you do when a $1 million idea strikes at the most unexpected moment? Persistence. The startup journey is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be times when you want to give up. There will be investor rejections, dissatisfied customers, sleepless nights. It is in these moments that your persistence will become your greatest asset. Remember how Jeff Bezos fought for Amazon's profitability for years while everyone laughed at his obsession with online book sales. His persistence led to the creation of one of the most valuable companies in the world. Adaptability. The market is not a frozen picture. It's a raging ocean. What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. Your ability to learn quickly, pivot, experiment, and adapt to new realities will determine your survival. Successful startups are not those who never make mistakes, but those who can quickly correct their errors and move forward. This book is not just a collection of advice. It will guide you like a navigator through all stages of this exciting but challenging journey. We will break down each step, from the first spark of an idea to the moment your startup generates real profit. We will show you how to leverage the unique advantages of the American startup ecosystem, avoid common pitfalls, and build not just a company, but something that will change the world.